Hello and welcome back everyone to another episode of my big fat journey, where this week it was bad. Essentially this last week things went very bad, and I don't mean in terms, well actually I kind of mean in terms of the diet, but mentally things have gone way worse. And I don't know if it's diet related, if it's stress related. I don't really know. I really just don't. So let's go ahead and start with anxiety. For some reason, I am not sleeping well, hardly at all. I have horrible anxiety at night to the point of where I have trouble falling asleep, and I'm getting maybe 4 hours of sleep at night. And then when I get off of work, I ended up just falling asleep on the couch for like another 2 hours. So about 6 hours of sleep a day. That's not enough. I don't know why this anxiety is suddenly happening. I don't know if it's because I'm getting all these cravings for carbolicious foods, or what the hell it is. I don't know. I just don't, and it sucks. I wish that I knew why this was happening so that way I could try and fix it, but it's just coming out of nowhere and it hurts. It just hurts. The other thing is that I am having just horrible bad appetite. I ended up, and they could be correlated, like having a little bit more during the night might be correlated to it. I'm not entirely sure, but I hate when my hair parts like that. God dang it. But I hate, I lost track of where I was. Anyways, so night snacking ended up increasing. The appetite is terrible right now. And I think this one is related to the lack of carbs that I've had. Okay, I'm just going to call it as I see it. The cravings that I've had for just regular food, mashed potatoes, potato chips, anything. Not really chocolate. I'm not that much of a chocolate person. Like, I'm not craving it as much as some people would probably think that I am. It's these simple things, these simple side dishes like corn. God, I miss corn. There's just a lot of different things that I used to have a lot of, and I've gone so long without them, with only having 2, 3, maybe I'm gonna call it 5 just to be safe. 5 cheat days. That's it. That's all I've had off of keto since July. So it's been a little bit rough, but I have a plan in place to fix that. I will be taking 1 day off this week. It has already been pre-planned, predetermined of where I will just get some things out of my system. It's not going to be, it's just going to be one meal, overdoing it, and that's it. Okay. But I feel like I need to get these cravings satisfied so that way I can move on. Because that's how it went last time with Thanksgiving and with Christmas, is I was able to just get my taste and then I was able to move back on. It's not that big of a thing. A lot of people think like, oh, if you have a taste, then you're gonna want more. Of course you want some more, but you don't have to have some more. In my mind is the thing, is I don't have to continue having more and more, but I definitely would like to have these cravings satisfied for a little bit. Like mashed potatoes and gravy. Why can't I have gravy? Where's keto gravy? Anybody got a recipe for keto gravy? Because I need that. But yeah, it's just been a little bit rough lately. So I'm gonna hopefully see if that'll fix some things, get my head on straight. But we need to go into the important thing. What was the weight loss like for this last week? Because we came off of last week with the 0.8 pound loss, something like that. Let me see. Last week was a 0.6 pound loss, and this week I did a lot worse with the night snacking and this and that and this and that, and then I was just like, oh god. Well, I was preparing myself for a gain, and I ended up having a 2.4 pound loss. So that is the best we've had in 3 weeks, and I found that really interesting, how that just happens. So we're at 155 pounds flat lost now, and okay, I guess I don't really know. I don't really know what to make of it. It's weird. It just feels weird having a decent loss on a week of where I really just didn't have that much control compared to another week where I was doing pretty good, I thought, but I don't know. It is what it is. Keto is weird, and as much as I keep on thinking that I have it figured out, I just don't. I know the core mechanisms of it to really get it working, to get yourself into ketosis, and I know what foods you need to stick to. I got that down. But it's these little finicky things of, are you allowed to eat some at night? Do you have to stick to 10 carbs? Do you have to do this, that? I don't know. I have so many unknowns that it makes me nervous to make keto videos on what I do, because even I don't know if what I'm doing is right. It's rough. So I'm gonna hold off on doing the keto videos for a little while longer yet, until I can feel more confident in what I want to make, and that I can produce very accurate statements instead of just, oh, this seems right, this has been working for me. I want people to be able to succeed right off the bat instead of having a struggle fest like I did. So like I said, this week I'm gonna be sticking to keto, gonna be hardcore doing it for a couple days, then I'm gonna have a cheat day, then we're gonna be right back onto it. Honestly, it shouldn't really affect me too much. It shouldn't at all. Let me check the last time that we had cheat day, I think was Christmas. And that week I had a 1.4 pound gain. It's Christmas. And Thanksgiving week, I ended up having a 1.2 pound loss. So I'm glad I have all this documented. If you ever go on a weight loss journey, please document stuff with dates and how much you lost and then what your weight at that point was. It's nice to go back. But the other thing that I wanted to say really quick was that my current weight is 319.8 pounds. Barely, just barely in the teens, but we're here. This has been a big thing for me mentally, is getting back below that 300 pound mark. And the fact that I'm no longer in the 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s. I'm here in the teens now. 319 means that the countdown is here to getting back below 300. And I haven't been below 300 in a very long time. Like, getting under 300, I'm pretty sure would put me back to being thinner than where I was when I graduated from high school. I think when I graduated from high school, I was about 315 to 325, somewhere in that range. So even right now, I'm probably at that high school range, but getting back below that 300 mark, that's the main thing that I want to get back to. The end goal is still another 50 pounds beyond it. But for right now, seeing a 2 back on the beginning of that scale will be the biggest motivation for me. When you had a 4, almost becoming a 5 at the beginning of this journey, and then to get it back down to a 2, that's big. That's the motivation right there, is having that scale say 319.8. This has been a long journey, and I'm ready for it to be over. Realistically, I'm ready for it to be over. It's been long. It's been long enough. I'm ready to get back to regular life with moderation and with adjusting to a better diet. But I think that's going to do it for this week, though, everybody. Thank you guys so much for the continued support. And I did want to shout out one person really quick. If I butcher your first name, I'm sorry in advance. But I think it's Lynette Porter. Recently subscribed to the channel, helped to get the channel to 3,800. And it's been like really engaging in the comments lately, and it's been really fun and really awesome lately to interact with so many new people. But she's just been one of those that's like really been active and has been really fun to talk to, and has been giving me some different suggestions, and I just really wanted to say that I appreciated it. And I'm really excited as I go through this. If more people want to engage, like, I look forward to it. I love engaging with people. I love sharing ideas. I like sharing this journey. I like doing that. And up to this point, I really haven't had anybody. So having someone now was a nice change of pace. So thank you for joining, and I will see you all next week.